My lords, ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to Rimworld and the Northeast Miskatonic with our 6 lovely colonists, Gabe, Q, Bourne, Amy, Quinn and recently Winnie. Obviously in the last episode we did say goodbye to Izzy, which was a shame due to sepsis, but such is life out here on the Rimworld and you improvise, adapt and overcome. So here we are today. What I'd like to get done in this episode, if I can, without too many distractions, is sort out this base, because at the moment it looks like my 2-year-old daughter came through and designed it. So I would like to get it sorted out, a lot more organised, more, well, perhaps not more efficiently laid out, but make a bit more sense in terms of its layout. The first thing I'm doing, as you can probably tell here, is the vanometric power cells are being moved over into the battery storage room over there. This will free up all this area, and I like to have all of these bedrooms basically in one area together, and I like them to be adjoining as well. So for example, this bedroom here would be moved across and down so it butts up against this wall here. This bedroom would be pushed up to join up with this wall here. This bedroom, start here. This bedroom would be moved up 2 spaces so it lines up with this wall here. And then this bedroom could either be pushed up so it would join up on the new bedroom wall, which will be here, or it could be relocated so it joins up against the new bedroom wall, which would be here. That keeps all our bedrooms nice and together, and it forms a sort of not a living area, but a sleeping area in our base. The workshop needs sorting out as well. The kitchen is okay, as is the butchery room. I'm happy with them for now. They are separate and quite distinct, but the general workshop itself, it's a bit of a hodgepodge and a mishmash. For example, what I'd like to do is sort out a dedicated research room. So we'd have our occult research table and our regular research table together. Perhaps turn this into just a living, communal, stroke dining, recreation room sort of thing, and have all these workshop elements. So the sewing table, the furnace and the stone cutters table, they'd be moved into a separate workshop area. And then we could start thinking about having storage units put in that workshop area so our colonists don't have to travel quite so far to get any raw resources that they need or to drop off any finished product. So let's basically make a start on that. So it's going to take a lot of work because we're going to have to do a lot of deconstruction and reconstruction, which is fine. It'll be worth it in the long run, hopefully. So first thing we're going to want to do, of course, is move these 2 obelisks here because they are very much in the way. So we're just going to put them out of the way randomly for now. I'm not really too concerned as to where they get placed. They'll be put into more sufficient and efficient locations later on. We just need to get them moved first of all. And then what we want to do is tear down these walls here, deconstruct the beds and the furniture, and have them relocated into the bedroom once it's been rebuilt. So let's go ahead and sort that out. So we'll select all of the bone walls. There we go. Deconstruct those. Deconstruct the door. And then we want to uninstall all of these beds, furniture items and the likes. We may as well just reinstall the radiator somewhere else temporarily. It might not be connected where we're putting it, but we can readjust its location later on. Same with these here, get them moved to somewhere else temporarily and then revisit their location in the near future. Our food stocks are looking good here. As we can see, we've got 200 units of human meat, 48 units of caribou meat, and over in the other storage area we have 11 units of elk meat, all of which are frozen, so they're not going to spoil. Obviously we know that these are definitely frozen because they're in the refrigerator. Current temperature is 5 degrees below, which is probably fine. We could increase that just a little bit so we have a buffer in case of any power issues that we may suffer. But for now we'll keep it at -5. Okay, there we go. So we need... Okay, somebody's already come to uninstall the dresser. So that's one bedroom pretty much now dismantled and ready to be reconstructed. How are we in terms of bone actually? Oh, we got plenty, 212 plus obviously all this loose bone that we just regained from deconstructing everything. So let's go ahead then and rebuild this and make it a little bit more pleasing, shall we say. So we'll go like that. That will be the wall. We're going to need a door, of course, and we'll go for a bone door. So we'll get that done first of all, and then we'll think about these heating pipes a little bit later on. We have a major break risk, and that is Bourne. What is Bourne's issue today? Ah, here there was a poor sermon. Okay, well, I don't think that's going to last for too long, so there we go. That's the first bedroom pretty much relocated. These pipes, I do believe they will disappear when you put a floor down. We have a social fight, which is great. Hopefully this won't come to much. Oh, there we go. Everybody's happy, had their little say and their little fisticuffs. Okay, so, interruption. Winnie has turned out to be a traitor. They are an enemy agent from the Wavira League, and they are about to come and attack us. As we can see, they're armed with a knife, so it is a melee weapon, so we should have some sort of advantage here. Bourne. It looks like Winnie is coming for you. So let's have you fire some grave blades there. And let's have you guys all arm yourselves and see if you can take down Winnie. Bourne, you've pretty much trapped yourself there. You might be in a bit of danger here. Ouch. Ouch. Get out there and help Bourne, please. There we go. Bourne, how are you doing? Bleeding out in 14 hours. Okay, so let's get everybody undrafted. Who's our medic? I always forget. I believe it is... No, it wasn't. I thought it was Q. Maybe it's Gabe with a level of 5. Amy, 5.7. Okay, Amy, you need to tend to Bourne, please. Thank you very much. What do we have here? A 31-year-old recruiter named Henrik is calling from nearby. 4-man hunting huskies are hunting him. He would join us. We can't have a look at him. The danger, of course, is, as we discussed in the last episode, if he's from a different ideology, if we have low levels of corruption, then he'd very quickly turn everybody to his ideology. But we can always arrest him and force conversion that way. Bourne and Amy... Oh no, they had a mini-fight, but didn't really go anywhere. That's it, Amy. Pick on a guy when he's severely wounded. Let's accept the quest, and we'll see what Henrik brings to the table. Here we go. Jump to location. So you are... Patriotic automatism. Okay, nice skill set, however, in terms of passions. Anyway, nice cooking and social. What about your bio? Ooh. Oh, well. We have enough people to defend ourselves. The chemical fascination, however, could be a problem, because that's going to drag his mood down. Okay, so we are going to have to arrest Henrik and do the prisoner interaction convert. But that shouldn't take too long. So who do we think could arrest Henrik? Oh, well, there we go. Gabe can do it, 100% chance. So, Gabe, come and arrest Henrik for me, please. Obviously, we do have the man-hunting huskies. We'll be following pretty soon. But I think we'll be able to deal with those. Here they come now. Where are they? Oh, they're just coming through the defences. 4 spike traps. They're not... Oh. Well, there we go. That's that taken care of. And then the Timberwolf has decided to go mad as well. Which Timberwolf? There it is. It's heading over now. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. Okay, so then Henrik, your prisoner interaction is going to be convert, of course. Gabe, go about your business. Okay, Amy, are you armed? I do believe only with an axe. Gabe, yes. Q, yes. And Quinn. Let's get you 3 down here. Just take care of this incoming Timberwolf. There we go. Timberwolf down. Let's finish it off just to get it done. In fact, we may as well finish off these huskies as well. So all 4 of the huskies did succumb to the scarier, so they have rotten immediately, so we can't use their meat, but that's okay. At least the Timberwolf didn't, so we got something from that little attack. Anyway, moving on, that's one bedroom taken care of. As we can see, Bourne's bedroom has been relocated. So what we're going to do is just build a new wall here, deconstruct these, and get rid of this heater because we're using radiators now. Okay, there we go. So yes, as I said, that interruption now dealt with. We'll pick it back up, hopefully, once these rooms are all completed and we don't have... Unless we have any more interruptions, of course. Oh, for God's sake. Right. Right. Rip his bloody heart out. Let's see him convert anybody then. There are no medical beds available. Are there not? Now there are. Right. Amy. Convert my people with you. There we go. Suck on that one. So, who was it we lost? Was it Amy? Yes, it was indeed. So we're going to have to arrest Amy, who is also our priest, which is exceptionally frustrating. That's it. We're not accepting any more people. Ooh, a psychic soothe. Well, that's a nice little bonus. Thank you very much for that, Mr. Lovecraft. That's going to help at least two of our colonists have a decent mood, Quinn and Q. Also, it will affect Amy, but she's currently in jail for being a blasphemer. Okay, so we've got another bedroom pretty much ready to go. All we need to do is get some furniture in there. So let's go ahead and do that now. So we'll just move everything over from an existing room. So yes, 1, 2, 3, 4 bedrooms now done. Won't take long to do the rest, and as I keep on saying, we will pick it up once that has been taken care of. The only issue I do have with this proposed layout is the narrowness of this corridor here. I do prefer them to be at least 2 tiles wide, but I can live with that. We can maybe do that over time. I've got the quest, the Ancient Terminal, which is about the Nameless Amulet. Don't have to worry about that. I don't think that expires. So yes, the single tile wide corridor is something I try and avoid, but I prefer to have the bedrooms all together for now rather than having them just scattered everywhere. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, as we can see, it does now look like all the bedrooms are tended to and reorganised and rearranged, and pretty much as I wanted them to be, aside from, as I said earlier, the single wide corridor running down the middle, but that's okay. So that's a good start to the base rearrangement. I think it makes it a bit more organised, a bit more tidy, and a bit more efficient use of space as well, which is always important. What I'd like to do now is, well, we're working on this. I would like to get this finished off, actually. As we can see, Quinn and Q are making good progress on smoothing out all of the walls. They've got I'd say about over 50% of it done now, so hopefully it won't be too much longer, especially now that they don't have the distraction of rearranging all the furniture in the bedrooms over here. They can focus solely on this. But what I would like to get done is bring in some power so we could have some lighting in here. So to that end, we are going to need some power conduits, of course. Now the power conduits, they can run in smoothed walls, so that's good. So we're going to have them basically run down either side as much as we can for now. Obviously, as we get more walls smoothed, we can extend the power conduits even further, but for now that should do. And then obviously we need to connect them up to our existing power grid, so we're going to need some subsurface conduits from the temple over to the base to transmit the power over there. But that shouldn't take too long. Everybody's bedroom has been assigned. Bourne has a problem with his bedroom. He is greedy for an impressive bedroom. We can sort that out. If we have an artistic bench, we could put a little sculpture in there. Although I think we might be able to get away with it. What's his bedroom rating? Oh, it's awful. Okay. So I was thinking perhaps a few plant pots would be able to sort that out, but it's not likely that that's going to have the effect that he needs, but never mind, he can just suffer with it for a little while longer. I would like to start a farm ASAP. Now, there's been quite a few comments about perhaps building the farm around the steam geyser. That's a good idea. May as well make use of the heat that the steam geyser chucks out. However, we are currently researching geothermal power, and I'd want to build the vent over it first so I know exactly how much space the vent is going to take up, and then once that's constructed, then we'll wall it off and have a little farm area around there, because as the comments rightly point out, we may as well make use of the heat here. That means there's going to be less demand on our heating system to keep the farm area at a sufficient temperature to allow the growth of crops. One of the crops I would like to plant, maybe not constantly, but I would like to have some trees for a supply of wood. I mean, there are a few trees scattered about the map. Oh, we have some muffalo. Oh, we have a dead one. Right, let's allow that and haul that back urgently. We may as well steal that. In fact, we probably have enough trees on the map here, so let's actually select a lot of trees here to be chopped down just to boost our wood. There we go, that's plenty. Not that one, that's going to annoy everybody if we cut that tree down, so don't do that one. And yes, then once we've got the wood, we can think about laying some flooring down in certain areas of our base. Obviously, Bourne's bedroom is going to need some flooring because he's a little bit annoyed. Oh, a group of visitors from the agency are passing on through. Well, what we're going to want to do is make sure they can't get into our base. So that and that, they can get in through there. In fact, we probably deconstruct that and replace it with a wall, let's be honest. And what we'll do, we'll have Quinn prioritise working on the bone wall. Yes, I want to make sure the agency can't get in, because if they stumble upon this, they're not going to be too happy, and they're likely to turn hostile. I have also noticed we have apparently ran out of food. Well, that was silly of me, not paying any attention to that. So all that meat that we had has been consumed. Luckily, we've just brought a muffalo back, so we can get Gabe to butcher that ASAP and start some food production. So everybody was probably quite annoyed by the fact they couldn't eat anything, but there you go. So yes, that's another tick in the box for getting the farm set up as quickly as possible, of course. That way we can have sustainable and renewable food sources, such as, well, obviously vegetables and crops. So we need to get that sorted out. So if we can get this research done pretty quickly, Gabe is working on it, so hopefully we'll get it done in the next couple of days. Okay, so our obelisk placement is less than ideal, as we can see, after we had to rearrange them all. So let's just rearrange these once again and try and get a decent coverage from these obelisks. We will flag those muffalo to be hunted. We may as well make use of them and their meats while they are on the map. Would be a shame to see them go to waste and just wander off without us taking advantage. So queued all those up to be hunted at our leisure. Oh, Gabe and Q are now lovers. Well, that's interesting to see. They fell in love during a sermon. Very interesting. So they're going to want to share a bed. So what we'll do is we'll have them use this bedroom here. So we'll just quickly move the end table to there. We will deconstruct this bed. And then we should have a double bed left over. Yes, we do. We'll bring this one down. Well, we'll bring it down here as soon as that end table has been removed. This conversion is taking quite a while with Amy, which is very frustrating, but we'll get there. Hopefully she doesn't convert anybody else, because it'd be a shame to have to rip her heart out as well as punishment. But yes, there's a bed, so let's set this to Gabe and Q. There we go. And who knows, perhaps we'll get more children in the colony in the near future. We're running very low on steel as well. Okay, the muffaloes have gone manhunter. I'm guessing that's going to be all of them. Let's see here. Oh no, it's just the one. Okay. Right, so we need to find a new source of steel. We have some over here, but it's a bit of a distance to walk to go and mine it. But we also have some silver. Do we have any a little bit close to home, first of all? Oh, we have this here. But then again, that's probably just as far, if not further, to have to walk. Q, where are you? Are you on your way back? Okay. Yes, one thing I would like to do is, I forgot we could do this, which was very foolish of me, is we'll get Q to use her convert ability on Amy, and that should give us a nice drop in Amy's certainty. Obviously, the sooner we can get Amy back into the fold, the better it is for everybody, especially Amy. Can't be nice, stuck in this very awful prison cell, of course. Okay, you've had enough sleep. Let's see how this goes. Oh, it only dropped it by 4%. That was pretty appalling, to be honest. I expected at least 10. Another bit of Muffalo revenge here. Again, hopefully it's just the one, but let's see. Nope, it's quite a few of them. So Q, you need to start making a retreat here. That's 2 down. Should be okay now. There we go. So that's plenty of Muffalo meat on the table for the next few days, which is fantastic. Yes, another 2 corpses to go. Amy has gone catatonic, so we won't be able to do any conversion on Amy for a little while, but that's fine. Just checking here that we did have it set to losing is fun, and we do. Still no raids, however, which is quite interesting. Maybe I'll manually increase the difficulty level, or at least the chance of raids spawning, but it's been very quiet on that front. The last raid we had was related to a quest, so not sure what's happening there. I expected more, but there you go. So this room still needs sorting out, obviously, but that's fine. That's not as urgent. I wanted these bedrooms done first, which they've now been done. The next thing I'd like to do, even before sorting this out, is to get this geothermal generator installed. The research is extremely close to completion, as we can see. How many more points do we need? Just 94. So yes, once that's done, we'll construct the generator. We're going to need some steel for that, which I just saw Quinn was down here mining away at, so we've made a start on that. I think we're going to have more than enough components. We do have 11. If you remember, we had the shuttle crash in the last episode, and we have deconstructed that. And yeah, we've deconstructed it and taken the components that's yielded. So that explains our nice supply of components. Obviously, we've also got this compacted machinery meteorite, and we have a little vein here that we can just see peering on through the side of the mountain. Not sure how many components a geothermal generator takes, but I assume we're going to have enough. The problem I think we're going to have is the steel. Food supply is looking good now. We've got 19 simple meals. We have 286 units of Muffalo meat. Obviously, all that Muffalo meat has also yielded a lot of blue fur, which is great, plus plenty of bone as well for future base expansion and construction, which is also really good to see. What is Gabe doing? Oh, you're finishing the research. There we go. Geothermal power. What do we want next? Let's just quickly have a look and decide where we're going next. I'm going to go for a recurve bow. It allows us to obviously make the recurve bow, which is something we can trade. So that's our next research target. In the meantime, we can build a geothermal generator. 340 units of steel. We have 160, so gonna be a while before we construct that, unfortunately. But as soon as we can, yep, that's when we're going to start planning out our, what do you want to call it? I won't call it hydroponics, but it'll be an indoor farm. We have the glass ready for the skylight, of course, so that's ready to go. I think our heating system at the moment, yes, there's a demand of 1400 and it can produce 1500, and we can still increase it by another 2 levels of the power mode, so we can supply the heat it needs, and we also have this spare heater as well, which would be quite useful. So I think in terms of heating it, we're going to be absolutely fine. Alright, we should now have enough for the geothermal generator, so let's pop that down. We have 331, plus we have a few stacks over here ready to go. Let's get them hauled back urgently. There we go. Get this geothermal generator constructed and connected up. Stone-faced mist stalkers. Okay. Caravans of southeast Adibadium are being harassed by a pack of 44 man-hunting mist stalkers. Arctic leader Ekaterina Kazak wants you to draw the beasts away from the caravans, and they'll arrive 7 hours after you accept. Now, I don't know how dangerous the mist stalkers are, because 44 sounds like a lot. A heck of a lot. Could get some nice beds. And plasteel and indecent. Ooh, We'll leave that for now, because I'm not entirely sure how dangerous the mist stalkers are. I might have to research that before we go ahead and just jump headfirst into that, because they could be super strong. Although being 44 of them, I imagine they're going to be pretty weak. What we don't want is obviously game over, because they're exceptionally powerful and they just rip through our colonists like nobody's business. So, yes. If anybody has any experience with the mist stalkers, let me know. And we'll decide in the next episode, because as soon as this geothermal generator is constructed, I think we're going to call it here for today. I was hoping for a bit more excitement and adventure. I think the most exciting thing that happened is I rage ripped somebody's heart out because they converted Amy, which was very frustrating. Yes, I know, I could have offered them up to a sacrifice. In hindsight, perhaps I should have done, but as I said, I was a little bit angry, so yes, just ripped their heart out on the spot. I'm glad I got these bedrooms sorted out, though. I would have liked to have got more done. And I'm a little disappointed as to how few raids we are currently experiencing. I thought we'd be having a lot more, especially on Losing is Fun. But I'm not sure what's going off there. I might actually, as I said earlier, just... Oh, there. What do you know? We have a raid. And it's one of those deep ones, I believe. Oh, no, it's 4 of them. Okay, wonderful. Well, we're going to handle this raid as best we can, and then we're going to call it a day. So, a little bit of excitement to end the episode. This could get quite ugly, because I do believe the deep ones do induce a negative mood against your colonists when they witness them. And here they come now. This could get pretty ugly. Let's see how we handle it. We do have the 4 traps, which I don't think is going to be enough, but we'll see. 2 of them are down. Right, we're going to have to start falling back almost immediately. They are quite rapid. Quinn, get out of there. There we go. There we go. As you see, Quinn started to lose her sanity, and the deep one is almost upon her. And they're all down, so... wasn't as bad as I expected it to be. But hey, a little bit of excitement to end the day. That's what I get for moaning about not having any raids. He chucks 4 deep ones at us, so thank you, Lovecraft. Thank you for letting us end on a little bit of excitement. So yes, as I said, we'll leave it here for today. If you have any experience with those mist stalkers, let me know, and we can, in the next episode, perhaps decide what to do about that. Next time around, we'll get the farm sorted out. We've got the geothermal generator ready. It needs to be constructed now. All the resources have been delivered, so it's just the work left to be done. Then we can start our little farm. As I said, some sort of crops would be good, obviously, to help supplant our food situation, which sometimes gets a little bit low due to my lack of care and attention. And perhaps also some trees as well for a renewable wood source wouldn't go amiss. That way we can start laying down some wood flooring. Hopefully we don't have a fire, because that would be nothing short of disastrous. I suppose we could instead just mine out some of this and use sandstone or marble for the floors. Although I wouldn't use marble on the floor, that would be quite wasteful, I think. The sandstone would be fine. So yes, get some flooring put down in the base. Get this sorted out. The temple walls have now all been smoothed out, as we can see, so that's slightly impressive. So that's boosted the room rating there, so any future sermons and events should have a nice success chance boost. So yes, thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. All that remains for me to say is, as always, take very good care of yourselves. It's ta-ta for now.